Welcome, Gemini, to your love readings for the current energy. So, what's going on with you? We're gonna do a 10-card Celtic cross spread. This is let's see, it's going Gemini and love. Okay. All right. So, rest. All right. When I was shuffling before, you had the Chariot. It was in reverse. So a lot of you might be reflecting on some things, an emotional disappointment, or just you could be right next to your partner, but there might be some friction that's there. It could be burnout, emotional intensity, but resting. All right. I feel like for a lot of you, you might be either afraid to either make a change to move on. You might not really be ready right now, feeling at your best, or you're not wanting to make a change because you feel like that change that might come, it could bring conflict, and that could cause a big issue. So some of you might be reflecting on some things, and here we go. That's the Chariot came out again. So this is an energy where things are not quite moving forward because of intensity that did happen between you and somebody, whether it was conflict or intense emotions that could have brought about from you and a Cancer. For some of you out there, Taurus had this as well. So the way that you respond to things that you might say, how intensely you might say it, things that may have come about in the recent past, and we'll look into what that might be. But often it's outside interference, or you the way that you may have responded to somebody. Now, some of you are either married in a relationship. Some of you, it could have been like temptation, or the fact that someone else is spoken for, so you can't really move forward because there's impeding progress. And some of you might be having to take care of your child, focus on them more, having to focus on your mother, a motherly figure that could affect you in some way. For some, so you're having to kind of go back and forth, do different things. It just depends there in your love relationship. Now, the person that you're dealing with, it seems like they want a new beginning with you. They want to start over. Now, for some of you, this might be a second chance that you could be thinking about, and then you get that person a chance, and then things don't go right. They stop talking to you. But I feel like that energy is coming. So you have a lot of major arcanas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, 5. So with Venus being in retrograde, it brings out a lot of intensity, a lot of changes, but taking them slow. So just reflect on some things, and you could be dealing with an Aries as well. That person, their intentions, I feel like they feel good about you in some way. So, but for some of you, even still, you might not be feeling the same about them all the way, all that inspired, but they are. All right, they might see you as they could see you as a star, or someone that's kind of doing their thing, or a lot of people that might be yearning for your attention in some way, or that could be flipped around where they are. And some of you are thinking about whether or not this is a good thing to entertain. Now, the person that you're dealing with, I feel like they might be having some issues with work. All right, career. This could be something that you might be dealing with. So that's part of the equation where that might be an obstacle between both of you, and just holding yourself back in some way. The advice is try to do your best to relax your mind and not be assumptive at times. Sometimes you feel like things are not going to work out because you're taking a step back, or your partner's not really reaching out to you. And for a lot of you, you might want to text them, or you might want to see what they might be doing if they're not responding in the way that you want. So you could be very possessive of them. So just be careful about that. So you have a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer as well. And we have a lack of communication that might be coming out. So some of you are purposely not communicating to somebody, even though that person wants you to open up. Or that could be flipped around as well, where some of you are the other person might not be communicating to you because they are not wanting to make a change just yet. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune in reverse for Gemini. Wheel of Fortune in reverse for Gemini. Whoa. So for a lot of you, there was a where you declared that you were single. Some of you because you were married and you needed to separate from your partner because you were there's heartbreak out there, I feel, for some of you out there, and you may just be trying to get over that. But it does bring you happiness, and someone may have returned to you from the past for some, and they could have been asking to borrow money, or you feel like that's the reasons why they may have been around you in some way. And there could be instances around a child as well. So a father is showing up, and then you have It just depends on where and on how you might relate to somebody. But I feel like there might be instances of having to focus on career choices and changes before you are to make something much stronger with you and a love interest or partner. All right, so that's what I feel is happening this week. I do feel like there a lack of communication, but I feel like changes can take place from a decision that some of you might be making, but you're contemplating a move. And right now, it's clearing out maybe a current situation that might not be all the best, and trying to see how things might go between you and someone once you start to correct maybe financial issues that could be part of the situation. All right, so that's your reading. Lots of love, lots of light to you, tons of feeling vibes. I wish you the best, and you can always go to the website psychicloveheals.com to schedule something for you. Have a good one.